Good day everyone, nice to have you here. Today we will discuss part 1 of the top 3 heroes for each role. I based this list on a combination of factors. 1. Their ability to counter the current meta. 2. Their potential to carry the game. 3. Their ability to snowball or their ability to have high or fast damage scaling. 4. Their viability when played by higher ranking players from Mythic 1 or higher. I also took in consideration possible changes on the original server that are happening right now on the advanced server. And finally, in some cases, the scarcity of an item to counter their winning edge. This makes this list relevant not just for July, but for August as well. Before we continue though, I want to give my shoutouts to Shantana Oladevi, Overage Cyborg, Edmund Kaligagan, and we also have this guys. Yep, I'm not saying it anymore. Nope. No! Regardless though, whether you are a normal person who uses a normal name or not, thank you for your love and support. You guys are all awesome. With that, let's begin our list. We'll kick things off with supports. Diggy has always been a relevant part of the meta for the longest time. He may be uncommon, but really that's only because players rarely put the appropriate strategy when it comes to picking him. Normally supports are picked early to lessen the chances of their carries to get countered. Diggy is however an exception. He is one of those supports that's actually best picked, as 4th or better would be the 5th depending on your hero composition. This allows Diggy to counter crowd control heroes that the opposing team will pick. If picked too early, the enemy team will simply avoid heroes that rely on crowd control to become relevant and instead pick heroes that rely on damage and other factors such as defense and tankiness. In addition to immunity, Diggy has the most annoying kit as well, care of his first and second skill. His first skill has an incredibly low cooldown which allows it to be planted in one area, which at times can burst an enemy hero's HP from 100 to 0% in a split second. While his second skill at 4 seconds has one of the longest root durations in the game, which counters a lot of other meta heroes as well. If you focus on CDR items and make sure to cap it at 45% with the use of Enchanted Talisman and Fleeting Time, Diggy will be super effective. Kaja is actually a hero that can be played effectively on multiple positions, which is one of the reasons why he is so potent. He can be built as a tanky support hero, plays well as a mage support, and can even be played as a one-shot hero, just like some of the other heroes on this list. Keep in mind that due to the negative physical and magic defense MOONTON has implemented, items like Divine Glaive and Genius Wand are now more viable. If you're not aware of it yet, if the enemy's physical or magic penetration exceeds your physical or magic defense, the damage they're inflicting gets amplified and can be translated to true damage if the target doesn't have a very high physical or magic defense. This, in addition to suppression, is what made Kaja so potent on the current meta. Just throw in Divine Glaive, Arcane Boots, and Genius Wand and trust me, you won't be disappointed. Matilda is a crazy strong support. I don't think nerfing her will make her irrelevant. It's mainly because of her entire kit. Matilda has an amazingly unique ultimate which turns the tides of battle 9 times out of 10. As long as you and your allies have excellent map awareness, nothing can go wrong with Matilda's presence. Your enemies won't be able to comprehend how they will win against the ambushes orchestrated by Matilda. She makes powerful heroes even more powerful by enhancing their chasing ability. Plus, she can even turn lackluster heroes into powerful killing machines. Just ask Odette. Vale is one of the most underrated heroes in the game, but really, his ability to burst down enemies has been amazing ever since MOONTON made the changes on how magic penetration is calculated. A lot of people disregard him because they are actually playing him incorrectly. The trick to turning Vale into a very powerful burst AoE mage is by choosing the burst magic version of his ultimate rather than the crowd control version. Instead, use your second skill as your main means of crowd control. Just focus on magic penetration, throw in Arcane Boots, Genius Wand, and Divine Glaive, and you should be on your way to bursting heroes out of existence. Eudora is obviously a very powerful mage. Quite frankly, she always has been. The only reason why she looks more powerful now is because Radiant Arbor has made it extra difficult for other mages to deal damage due to its stacking magic defense, which is best suited for mages who deal DPS magic damage. Heroes that used to be super powerful now barely deal any damage because of this item. Because of that, the age of burst mages has arrived, and who else plays that part best but Eudora? She has one of the most powerful burst ultimates in the game that can auto-delete heroes in a heartbeat. If played right with a proper combo to trigger her passive, she can deal thousands of damage within a split second. Also, don't forget to focus on magic penetration, same as the others. Arcane Boots, Genius Wand, and Divine Glaive will be sufficient in auto-deleting your enemies. Kagura may seem an unlikely hero to be part of this list due to her low pick rate. And really, it's not because she's weak, it's simply because people can't play her properly. Kagura does require a bit of practice, but once you master her, prepare for winning streaks because she has everything. She's extremely mobile, which is rare for a mage, has crowd control immunity, crowd control, AoE, and can even deal burst damage. She is literally an all-around mage that can counter almost any hero from the entire roster. Again, just focus on magic penetration, Arcane Boots, Genius Wand, and Divine Glaive, and you'll see what I mean. Let's continue with Assassins. Lancelot has always been an integral part of almost any lineup. What makes him powerful is his ability to bypass defenders and focus on taking down squishies. If played by an experienced player, his potency extends on any lineup. Even when countered by heroes like Kufra, Lancelot can still orchestrate kill streaks with proper positioning and timing. To make matters worse, his potential to outplay any hero is immense, not just because of his mobility but because of his immunity and power scaling that spikes on the early game and sustains its relevance even up until the late game. Benedetta is an amazing assassin with a very unique kit capable of dashing on the battlefield like a madman, or I guess, a madwoman. She can counter a lot of meta heroes right now, such as Sun, and also has the potential to outplay any hero as long as she is played right. Benedetta is played a bit differently compared to some assassins, since she spends more time on the battlefield just dashing and juking heroes left and right. Because of this, it's highly recommended for you to try War Axe on her and watch her spike super early and start picking out enemies from the entire map. Forget about saving yourself using your turret because she can take you down easily with a proper timing and microgaming. Play her with the right balance of sustain and physical penetration and you're on your way to victory. Saber is currently one of the best assassins right now. He is one of the heroes that benefits from the recent changes MOONTON did with the damage calculation. In addition to that, his passive works well with the current meta due to the stacking physical penetration it provides. Get yourself a combination of physical penetration items like War Axe and Malefic Roar in addition to other burst physical items and see yourself one-shotting heroes left and right. To make matters worse, a lot of physical penetration items come with cooldown reduction. This makes his ultimate spammable, which makes his contributions relevant not just from the early game, but throughout the entire match. That concludes our part 1 for the 3 best heroes for each role for August 2021. If you guys have other heroes in mind, make sure to leave them on the comment section below. And if you like more content like this, be sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe. Of course, the more positive feedback I get from this video, the more frequent I will upload such in the future. Stay safe, everyone. Peace.